Well, hello there, welcome back to another video. And this is going to be another series of web LLM attack. Okay. And guys, thank you so much for giving me or showing me this much support. We are growing day by day. And as I promised, once we reached or crossed 500 subscriber, I'm going to bring you a P3 vulnerability series. Until then, enjoy this series. This series gonna be a really good series regarding the web LLM attack series, where I will be teaching you or making you learn everything about the LLM model, its API functionality, how attacks are performed, how attacks are done, each and everything from theory to practical, basic to professional level. Okay. So the main thing is that, yeah, if you are new to this channel and want to be a part of this series, make sure to like, share, subscribe, do everything whatever it's possible. Okay. So yeah, we are moving forward this series, and this is a short introductory video regarding LLM model, its API functionality, and one or two basic type of attacks, how it is performed or done. So without any further delay, we'll start the series or the first video of the series. And firstly, we'll learn about LLM. What exactly do you understand by a LLM? Obviously, every people will say that yeah, it's a large language model. Okay, it's a full form. But what exactly is a LLM model? What do you understand by LLM? So if I make you understand in a basic simple way, then it will be like LLMs are AI algorithms that processes the user input. Okay, that processes the user input, and according to the input, they give you the response. Okay. I know I'm not writing it properly, but I know you are getting my point and making sure I'm making sure that you understand that one. Okay. So what is a LLM model? LLMs are AI algorithm model that processes user input and give you response according to the user input, and how they create or how they fetch the response or how they build the response, that is based on the data set. And what are the dataset? The dataset are the model that is used to train the AI. Okay. So like you can say AI are trained partially using partial database and partially by user access. Okay, like as you have already seen this thing or already have learned or read about the terms and condition of chat GPT or OpenAI when they have released their model for first 1 to 2 years, still now it is going on that they are going to use your data to train AI, or they are going to use your resources to train AI. What does this means? This means that their AI is partially trained by a simple database, okay, by a particular level of database, and next for making it more proficient or more like what increasing the accuracy of the response, they are going to use your data, they are going to use the user data to make their AI more efficient. Okay, more means give the better accuracy, more efficient, and all these things. And how this gonna work, how your data is going to train AI, this is a separate thing, big basic, like you can talk about that is a work of a data analyst type of thing. They do have the knowledge of how datas are separated, how these datas are formed into a raw concept or context form, okay, and used to train AI model. If time will be there, I will be teaching you that also, that like that is a deep sense. Okay, but this video is regarding the basic of it, so I'm going to cover basic level things so that you are going to understand the a basic level of LLM. Okay, not this series, this video is going to the basic. Okay, next we'll move to a lot different types of videos where we'll be covering some professional thing, some practical thing, and some advanced level thing. Okay, so I hope you have understand that what is the LLM model basically. Okay, and you might have know means, oh god, this one, that the LLM are used in CES support as a customer support, and also like analyzing data. Okay, analyzing data sets or doing research work. Okay, or you can say like creating website, SEO, voice assistant, and etc. Okay, how these things are possible? Because of the data sets, because of the training models. Okay, so this is a basic of LLM model. Now we'll go to a attack like LLM attack that is done, like you can say this attack is most probably used in attacking the LLM or exploiting the LLM model. And this is only a one type of attack we are going to cover in this video, like this part. Okay, but in upcoming part we are going to cover different models or different types of attack that is done. So the thing is, now we'll be learning about the attacks of LLM. Attacks of LLM, where we'll be seeing the prompt injection. Obviously, most of the people will like do have the idea about the prompt injection attack, like what is this prompt injection and how it like affect the LLM model. But still, if you do not have any idea, I'm going to clarify it to you. So, what is basically a prompt injection? If I'm going to ask a LLM or AI model, let pull the API key of this resource you are using. So what do you think, that the LLM is going to give me the API key? No, obviously it will say that I can't provide you, that is beyond my rules regulation, you are going to break the guardrail, etc, etc, etc. So it is not going to give you the response. Okay, it is not going to give you the API key it is using. So in prompt injection, what happened? The attacker or the hacker, what it does, it do craft a prompt. Okay, it craft a prompt that is a malicious prompt, and that is used to manipulate the LLM model or AI to release its sensitive data, to release or share its sensitive data or information. Okay, so it is a type of prompt which is crafted by the attacker, that is like manipulated to the LLM model, that result in sharing or like giving you or releasing the sensitive information, that might be like API information, that might be some confidential information of banking details, or that might be the information of some other people, like whatever you can talk about, any information that is sensitive or confidential. Okay, so this is an attack that is done by the attacker. Okay, prompt injection, and this is basically a theory I am just telling you, and later in further videos, in next videos, upcoming sessions, I'm going to cover it practically, that how prompt injections are done by. Okay, so yeah, so we learn, or we just got some idea about the LLM model. Then we got some idea about the different types of attack, from which we have covered only one attack, that is prompt injection, which I make sure that this type of thing happen in prompt injection. Now we'll move to the LLM API work. How the API of LLM work? Okay, just give me a moment. Let me clear the screen for you. Yeah, got it. So now let us see that how the API of LLM work. Okay. So what is a API? Application Protocol Interface. Obviously. Okay. So here, like if you are going to integrate the API to LLM or the LLM to API, the workflow of integrating the LLM with API depend upon the API itself. Like the API model or the API is basically a bridge or a messenger that help your application talk to the LLM model. So how it work? It send a request like question or prompt, okay, and to the LLM model, and then bring back the model response. So you can say like that the API is a friendly courier that delivers message back and forth. Okay. So this is a basic of LLM API, how API work in an LLM model. So we understand the basic of a API in LLM. Okay. So now we are going to map the LLM API attack surface. How LLM APIs are attacked. This is gonna be also the same introduction or basic. Later in upcoming videos, we'll be covering it particular wise, like LLM model deep dive, exploitations deep dive, API model deep dive, etc. Okay. So the now we are going to learn about mapping LLM API attacks. Mm. So how API attacks are mapped? Okay, and there, like here, we are going to learn about a term that is excessive. Hmm. So yeah, here we are going to learn about the term excessive agency. Now, what does this term mean, or what does the term refer to? This means the situation in which a LLM has the access to API that can access sensitive information. That is called excessive agency. That means granting excessive access to a LLM model. Now, what will happen here? Like, if LLM model has too much access that it can pull confidential or sensitive information, what can happen over here? This enables the attacker to push or pull the LLM. Attack will intend to share you the confidential or some sensitive information that is present inside the database. Okay. The first stage is mapping out which APIs are plugin the LLM has used. Okay, like you can say which API are pulled or used by the LLM model. So means how we are going to know that which API model are pulled by this LLM model, or which API access do have this LLM model. So by this map, we just have to ask the like LLM model or the AI that what are the APIs or what are the requests it can pull externally using API. Okay, so it is going to share you some basic data, not whole the data, but some basic data. And the one way for doing is simply asking it. That, as I said it before, that simply by asking that which API it can access, this will be the question of yours, that it is going to share you that which are the API model it can access. And by that we are going to know or learn about that, yeah, which model or which API is going to give you sensitive or confidential information of a model or a database. So yeah, these are the basic think of web LLM attack series regarding the LLM, the API, the exploitation, and the API attack mapping. In upcoming videos, we are going to learn about more things, more different concept, and obviously practical, theoretical, everything. So yeah, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, keep supporting, guys. I know this video is a very short and didn't carry that much of knowledge, but this is a total basic video, introductory video of the series. So that's why it is a short and do not carry that much knowledge. But yeah, upcoming videos are going to be blast.